Hello, everyone. Hello. How are you? How are you? I think just a minute early. I'll wait a few minutes. I hope everyone is well. I know I got called out. I have a lot going on, and so I thought I would just um, give you a glimpse into what's going on with me. Not that it really matters, but from this, I am going to give you some ideas. I think I've got 6 ideas on how to deal with stress. And I would love anyone who's coming on, to just say hello. And I would love your comments below on this topic of stress. So, as normal, I've written everything down because that's what I have to do. But I wanted to say that, first of all, thank you very much for sticking with me. Thank you, thank you. I know I disappeared. Not really. So back to the topic at hand. If you're making a major change, then as I am, and what I'm doing is I'm selling the family home and I am moving. And over the course of far too long, I have packed up a lot of items, and they're in one of my spare bedrooms. They're all labeled. And I did have my home on the market because, if you know, or if you've been following me, I am a realtor. So I did have the property on the market. But 4 days into that time, I realized I had to take it off the market for reasons I won't explain. But I had to take it off the market, and I had to remove the floor and purchase new floor. Now, the floor is a wooden floor, and so it was not easy to get up. They actually had to use drill hammers, the electric hammer thing. So it was noisy, to say the least. This is a concrete building, so there was dust everywhere. And Miss Evie and I lived that way with bare concrete and towels and blankets on the floor so that we could walk. Because of the glue from the wood, it was very sticky. It was not pleasant. But we came through that, we meaning the royal we, Miss Evie and I. And I now have new flooring. And after this presentation, I've got to go to get some bits and pieces to just refine everything that's been done. But I'm on my way, and I will be buying some new kitchen appliances. And so I'm hoping in 2 weeks, 10 days, I'll have this property back on the market, and then I'll be on my way. And I realized, obviously, that I'm under a lot of stress. And I thought, well, there must be others who have stressful moments. In my case, it was just moving, but there are other things that cause stress. So I want to address that and give you ideas as to how I cope with stress living this simple life. And the first thing that's on my list is I tend to be very quiet, and I go in to myself and constantly ask myself, how am I feeling? How are you feeling, Carolyn? How are you feeling? And you can do the same thing, because how you feel has such an impact on our outside world. So I suggest being very, very conscious that you are aware of how you feel when you're in a stressful situation. And it usually goes on between your 2 ears. Once I and you figure out how you feel, I suggest creating a mind map. And a mind map is something that I use in my business, but I also have started to use it in my personal life because it takes all that's here and puts it out on paper. Now, there are a lot of apps that you can use online to create this mind map. And I have used those, but because I like technology so much, I can spend far too much time doing the putting together of this, the physical putting together of this mind map, rather than actually using it. So what I do is I just create this mind map thing. And if you would like me to dive deeper into that and how I do it, please let me know, because I'd be happy to show you. But I find that it really, really helps. And I just stick it on my personal bulletin board, as opposed to my business bulletin board. And I can figure things out. It's just a clearer picture of what's been in my head. And when it comes out, it's so much easier to cope with and understand. The next thing I have done, and I've done this over the years, is I meditate. And I have just started to meditate without any outside apps or sayings or someone whispering in my ears, just being quiet. But that's me. And there are, again, a lot of meditation apps. And one of which I still have on my phone is Inside Timer. And it's very good. What I like about it, it keeps track of the days that you're doing your mind map, your meditation. So that's a good thing. But again, that could cause you stress. So you don't want to take that too seriously. I, of course, every day I journal on how what I'm grateful for, because I think that's the right way to start the day. I also do a heck of a lot of reading. And again, if you know me, if you followed me, you know that I actually take notes from my reading. So I create another book on what I'm reading. But I've done this for years and it's helped me. So, why condemn it? The next thing I would suggest doing for dealing with stress, and something I do, is I exercise. And, in the summertime, I swim. And that has been my saving grace, my blaps back and forth, because it not only helps here, but it physically makes me stronger. And there's nothing nicer to feel everything tight and feel stronger. So I really suggest and recommend that you exercise. Really, really important. If you read any articles on stress, they tell you to eat correctly. And I agree. It's like putting the proper gasoline in your car. You have to eat correctly, because it's a head thing as well. But also, if you don't eat correctly, you feel like shite, pardon my French. You don't feel great. So you want to make sure that you eat correctly and drink correctly. Now, in my youth, I would have run for a glass of wine when I was stressed. And I can't say I don't totally eliminate that, but I don't use that as a crutch. I drink an awful lot of water. And I find that has helped me sort of cleanse out the system. And so it allows me to think clearer. And that has been really, really important for me. Finally, number 7 on my list of how to deal with stress. I think it's really, really important to think on the other side of that stress, on the other side of that fear. And if you're like me and you're making a major change in where you live, well, just think of the possibilities. I find this so exciting, scary, but so exciting. So in my dealing with stress, I am looking on the other side of the fear, of the stress, and all the possibilities for this life that I'm creating for myself. And I would suggest you do the same thing. And those are my tips, my ideas for dealing with stress. I would love your feedback. If you would like me to go over the mind mapping, because that has helped me a lot. And I think that is me for the day. I've got to go to Home Depot and buy some bits and pieces. Not my favorite place, but I'm going to do it, get it over and done with. Any questions from anyone? Because I see there's a couple of people here. Hello, are you there? Come in. I will, it's been 10 minutes. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat. If not, I will see you soon. I will do my best to start up regularly. I can't guarantee anything. It depends on how everything rolls in this world. But I am here. And I also want to say, wherever I land up, I'll let you know because I'm really not sure myself. I have an idea. I have an idea and I'm putting it into place, but I am sort of superstitious that way. I just want to do it and then I will let everyone know. Oh, and that's it for this week. I wish everyone a good week. Stay well, stay safe. Prayers for Ukraine. Toodles, everyone. Bye.